Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 1000 LB Sisters. Upset Tammy Slaton begs fans to back off. 1000 LB Sisters spoilers emerge ahead of the season. Actually, some of those spoilers came from the way Tammy Slaton answered questions on social media. Now, Tammy slammed fans who persist in asking questions and says that spoilers won't come from her or Amy. So, she wants fans to just stop with all the questions. The show returns on January 4th on TLC. So, fans don't need to wait much longer, anyway. 1000 LB Sisters spoilers already slipped out. We reported that Tammy posted an answer to some questions about Amy's pregnancy. Fans know from official TLC teasers that Amy fell pregnant 2 years before her doctor recommended it. But little else came along other than her doctor feeling concerned. Nevertheless, probably inadvertently, Tammy gave a few spoilers about the pregnancy and the baby. After saying she couldn't talk about it, Tammy let a few things out. These 1000 LB Sisters spoilers included: Amy survived her pregnancy. A baby arrived already. And Tammy finds it very hard to not post photos of the child. Possibly, the two 1000 LB Sisters stars got a talking to about letting out anything when answering questions. On January 2nd, Tammy took to Instagram and spoke about questions and spoilers. Tammy discourages questions, talks about their NDA. In her Instagram post, Tammy said, "Listen, we get asked these questions 1,000 times a day, sick." Then she explained that their contract doesn't allow them to talk about weight loss, surgeries, and the baby. In a rather complicated roundabout way, Tammy noted that people might pass on information when they get answers to questions. And of course, they end up spoiling the show. 1000 LB Sisters spoilers mean that ratings might fall. Tammy added, "If the ratings go down, no way, we get paid, so we're not allowed to talk about it." Angry, Tammy said that people don't stop and think or even care about them. Taking the opportunity, she also slammed fans who forget that they have feelings. Tammy talked about how they can't always be prim and proper and Miss Mary Sunshine. Clearly, she took aim at trolls who say nasty things about the two women. Fans react to spoilers and questions post. In the comments section of the post, fans spoke up in defense of the two TLC stars. One said, "Stop stressing these ladies. Be patient and just watch the show this Monday." Another fan wrote, "Stop asking questions. Respect the contract." Then this comment came in, "Stop stressing out these ladies." Tammy no worries about people who don't care. There are many others who do. We will wait and watch. It certainly seems way too easy to give away 1000 LB Sisters spoilers when people ask questions. And obviously, Tammy and Amy stress about losing potential income. So, many fans agree the fairest thing would be to just stop asking questions and wait for the show. Tammy Slaton has never been one to hide her emotions, but lately, the 1000 LB Sisters star appears more overwhelmed than ever. After years of public struggles, health scares, and deeply personal moments playing out on television, Tammy is now reaching her breaking point, and she's asking fans to give her space. For viewers, Tammy's journey has been one of the most compelling arcs on TLC. From her early resistance to weight loss surgery to her emotional breakthrough and eventual marriage, fans have watched her fight battles both physical and emotional. But while many cheer her on, others have crossed a line, turning concern into criticism and curiosity into cruelty. And Tammy has had enough. The weight of public opinion. Since the latest season aired, Tammy has faced a surge of commentary online, some supportive, some harsh, and some deeply invasive. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds where fans dissect her appearance, question her progress, and speculate endlessly about her health, marriage, and mental state. What many fail to realize is that Tammy isn't just a reality star. She's a human being navigating grief, recovery, and massive life changes all at once. Sources close to Tammy say the constant scrutiny has taken a toll. She feels like no matter what she does, it's never enough, one insider shared. If she loses weight, people accuse her of lying. If she struggles, they say she's failing. There's no winning. Grief behind the scenes. One of the most painful aspects of Tammy's recent struggle is something fans don't always see on camera: grief. The loss of her husband, Caleb Willingham, continues to loom large in her life. While Tammy has tried to remain strong publicly, those close to her say the heartbreak is far from healed. Processing grief, while also being held up as an inspirational figure, has created an emotional conflict that's difficult to manage. She's still mourning, the insider said. And when people comment on her body or question her motivation, It feels like they're ignoring the fact that she's hurting. That grief, combined with pressure to maintain her progress, has made Tammy more emotionally vulnerable than ever. Fans cross the line. Tammy recently addressed fans directly, asking them to back off and stop analyzing every detail of her life. While she didn't lash out, her message was clear. The constant commentary is doing more harm than good. Some fans have criticized her for seeming defensive, but others rushed to her defense, pointing out that no one deserves to be monitored so closely. People forget that recovery isn't linear, one supporter wrote. Tammy doesn't owe us perfection. Others noted that fans often confuse watching a show with having ownership over someone's life. Tammy's plea highlighted that uncomfortable truth. Amy Slaton's quiet support. While Tammy has been vocal about needing space, her sister Amy Slaton has remained quietly supportive. The sisters' relationship has had its ups and downs over the years, but those close to them say Amy understands Tammy's frustration more than anyone. Amy has also faced intense criticism lately, particularly regarding her parenting and personal struggles. Seeing her sister overwhelmed has reportedly strengthened their bond, even as both women navigate their own challenges. They're leaning on each other in ways they never have before, a source said. They know what it's like to be judged constantly. The pressure of being an inspiration. One of the unspoken burdens Tammy carries is the expectation that she must always be inspirational. Fans want success stories, dramatic transformations, and happy endings, but real life doesn't always cooperate. Tammy's journey includes setbacks, emotional relapses, and moments of anger and exhaustion. When she shows those parts, some fans accuse her of being ungrateful or lazy, failing to understand that vulnerability is part of healing. Tammy feels like people only want her when she's improving, the insider explained. But when she's struggling, they turn on her. That realization has been deeply painful, and it's why she's drawing boundaries now. Drawing a line for mental health. Tammy's request for fans to back off isn't about rejecting support. It's about protecting her mental health. Experts often warn that constant public scrutiny can worsen anxiety, depression, and self-esteem issues, especially for people who have spent years battling food addiction and trauma. Tammy has been open about her mental health struggles in the past, and fans worry that the current pressure could undo much of her progress.